Alright. Why is this being dumb? I have to send a new link every time. Nelly, fuck you. Dude, it got rid of the first link that I made for the stream. There's a different stream link for every new stream. That's how YouTube works. It's not like Twitch where you just. That's so dumb. That's actual crazy work. And you gotta set a thumbnail and everything. It doesn't just automatically update one. This is such. This is a shit streaming platform. That's crazy. I don't know why I didn't do Twitch, to be honest. I didn't want to make a new freaking profile for Twitch. What if I just. I. Yeah, This is so stupid. That's so dumb. It's an individual video each time. That's so dumb. Who designed it that way? Dumb, dumb, dumb. comes in soon. What do you mean? If I just put my channel, like, will it just send them to the stream? Or it'll probably pop up as like a live stream. I'm gonna guess. This is important, Ellie. I got thousands of viewers waiting to watch, you know. Kaisenet is scared of me. Let me see what this link brings me to. What mic did you get? A Blue Yeti? Yeah, you know. YouTube can't handle fame. It is what it is. You know. Got my one viewer. My two viewers, including myself. So I'm like, what the hell is that? Mono PD400X? What is this? Oh, this thing looks sick. Did you get the USB or XLR? Is it? Oh, it's both? That's actually fine. You should get, what's it called? One of these. Yeah, the Scarlett Solo. And put it on XLR, it will sound so much better than USB, I promise you. Promise you. This is sick, honestly. I was thinking about getting the SM7. This one, damn it, it's almost $400. This one sounds crispy. It's like what all the professional podcasts use. It sounds so crazy. Forget, I tested it somewhere. I don't remember where I tested it, honestly. But it was... Oh, was that freaking... It was at Guitar Center. I went to Guitar Center. They had a whole section of mics. And they had this one, you could test it. And it sounds crispy. It literally sounds like you're just... like in the room with me. So... Do they really? Honestly, I would, because it's like half the price. This shit, I didn't even realize this shit was almost $400. $400 for a mic is kind of crazy work. Not gonna lie. For me to sit here and yap to myself and Nelly. Yeah. Are you gonna get the liquid cooler? If you get the liquid cooler, you'll be running a lot quieter, honestly. We can go, but I think Best Buy sells a Z73. I did a build with it how long ago? It was like 2 years ago or something. Maybe longer than that, but it was crazy. You can literally put any picture or video you want on it. Yeah, that's true, but you could always stream, honestly. We could stream Gmod. If we stream Gmod, it would be some funny shit. But I don't even know where I left off on this, to be honest. Can't even log in. So yeah, it's super easy to install. It's so easy. It's you put in. I just gotta look up the because you have an AMD board, so just the install for that, because it's gonna be because by default it should send you in the box the bracket for Intel and AMD coolers, but I think by default they attach the Intel one because Intel superior. Sorry, Nelly. So, but after you install it, it'll literally be like 20 minutes at most, if that. And then you definitely got to replace that back fan. And if you're gonna do the cooler, because it's gonna come with the NZXT fans. You can either get fans to replace, because you got to put the cooler on the CPU, then the tubes run to the radiator, and then you screw on the fans to the radiator. But you can get custom fans that you put on the radiator. So if you get custom fans that you put on the radiator, then you can get the same model fans for your whole case and link them all together in like one software. Then you control the lights from that one software. You can control the speed, the lights, and all that. And I think you can set it to like how loud you want them based on the temperature, or how fast you want them spinning based on the temperature of your PC. So I need a new case, honestly. I might get a new case soon. Mine's just like a cheapy case I bought a while ago. But all my parts are the high end 3080 Intel 13 Gen. I have like 32 gigs of RAM, and it's just sitting in like an eBay case. Yeah. You can get NZXT has, because they're going to give you the NZXT stock fans, which are just, I think, whatever color you get, the cooler. Like if it's black, it's going to be black fans. If it's white fans. But there's no lighting on them. But you can get NZXT has higher end fans that have the LED controls, or Lee has them. Corsair, I don't know. Well, so many companies have custom fans. So yeah, that case has plenty. That's a good case. It's the good thing about your case is it's a mesh case, so like it's meant for just straight airflow. Like the whole thing is mesh, and then it's like I'm pretty sure it came with three fans already out of the box. So it's literally meant for just all airflow. Yeah, let me know when you get that mic though, because I'll hop on Discord with you and we can like use it, and I want to hear how it sounds, because I might pick one up too, honestly. Get rid of the snowball. I like the snowball. I like the quality of the snowball. It looks a little goofy. It's just a big ball. Or I could use the one, because Scoozy gave me this one for free, the Yeti. So I could always use this one. I just have to get an arm for it, and it's a pretty heavy mic, so it has to be like a sturdy arm. Don't remember where the fuck I was on this. I think I was about to create a new region for this. Which probably better off on the book. Trying to figure this out. Your cheap gaming laptop, MSI thin, 15 V13. I don't know. Let me see what it is. Do you know? I'm gonna guess it's this one, maybe. B13 UC, 3050, i5, 13, 420, 16 gig. That's pretty solid, honestly. That's a good price, 650. If it's this one, that's a pretty good price. So, should be plenty depending on like what she's playing and stuff. And it's a 144 hertz IPS screen. That's pretty minty. Honestly, that's a good price. I would go for it. MSI ones are pretty nice. The Asus ones are good too. I worked on an MSI one years ago, and it was pretty good. It looked actually exactly like this, to be honest. They have it in store. Oh no, they don't. They do at this random Walmart. Oh, it's cheaper at the Chicopee Walmart. Wait, that's actually crazy. If you go back, oh, somewhere else the stock price was $840. And it came out to $650, but it's saying $700. Such a scam. But get it nearby. Oh no, they don't have it at that Walmart, but they have it at shipping. Oh, they have it in Springfield. Yeah, they have it in Springfield one. There's one left, bro. Go get it. No, that's a good deal. For gaming laptop, 600 is a good deal. Because usually, like, you don't find, at least you used to not be able to find, like, a decent one like that for under $1,000. Because their selling point was it's a laptop, so you can bring it wherever the fuck you want. They do get loud, though, just so you know. Like, they're pretty loud. Because the fans are a lot smaller, so they have to go a lot faster. Tom, can you want to see fucking Tom? Ooh. Yo. I'm going to, bro. I'm trying to wrap my head around this fucking topic. And I gotta do so much work just to set up this lab right now. But I'm going to. Yes, boss. Yeah, if she's playing small games on it, then she'll be chilling. Bro's about to make her play Gmod all day long, nonstop. But she'll be good. It's a good spec laptop, honestly. See, the problem is I don't care about this. I don't care about PVST devices yet. Because if I'm gonna run MST on a network, I'm gonna run MST on all the switches. Yeah, PVST simulation mechanism. Watch, I'll skip this. It'll be like the first fucking question on the test. So that's how Cisco is. Gmod in Minecraft. Yeah, the go-tos. I need to know what scenario that I would be using different MST regions. Like, am I using it for the same VLANs? Am I using it for different VLANs? It's got to be the same layer 2 domain. This is the end of the chapter? This shit didn't tell me shit. There's no... Hold on. That's it? They don't go into regions. I don't gotta do regions. I'll take it. They just tell you theory. They don't tell you how to configure it. That's crazy work. It just explains to you if you're integrating MST with PVST and RSTP, which I don't care for, honestly. And of course, it's a key topic. So I'm not going to mix and match on a network. I refuse. Because if I walk into an enterprise that has multiple networks with different SCP topologies, I'm going to just change them to MST. Simple as that. The next chapter is VLAN trunks and Ether channel bundles, but kind of already know this. So that was like the first thing I set up for this. I'm going to need to go back to, yeah, PVSC case again. So it must be pretty common then for scenarios to have PVST and MST, I guess, interlinked, because they keep bringing it up on both books. It's kind of annoying. So I'm trying to read, but at the same time Tom's like in front of my monitor where I'm trying to read. So I'm gonna switch these real quick. Bro is just in his own world, yo, for real. That's crazy. There we go. Yeah, there's not much else to this, honestly, besides traffic balancing. If there's a substantial amount of VLANs. The configuration is pretty easy. I'm actually about to copy it, so I have it. I could move VLANs over to remove the root bridges on each instance. But actually, no, because I had already did that automatically. So there's not much else to do. I'm going to leave it at that, honestly. And then I'll probably, honestly, I might just build out this network and just add some devices and maybe a firewall, connect it to, because I can link this virtual network to my physical network and have these devices go out to the internet. And then should also be able to localhost. Yeah, I can make this just like a day-to-day network. I get rid of this and delete that. I'll probably add. Let's add a. Oh, that's annoying. I can't duplicate this. Alright, I'll just add a separate one. Actually, no, because I'll do. Problem is, I need to save them all first. And then. So I can shut them down, then bring them back up. Now you have 2 servers that I got. That somebody gave to me. That I might run some like gaming servers on. I just don't know what yet. So I gotta mess around with those. They're 2 giant fucking servers just sitting in my house. I'm about to just build this out and get it ready for probably the next time that I do this. Let's duplicate this. I actually don't know if it's going to duplicate the configuration, because that might complicate things, honestly. Whoops, don't want that there. We want. If you, well, you can't really see, but behind me, I have shelves behind me that have network switches and routers, but I'm probably just gonna get like a standing like network rack that I can just mount all this stuff to. I just gotta figure out how tall it needs to be and how deep it needs to be. So, can I change the stream name midstream? Oh, I can. I'm just gonna change it to that. I know. It's gonna look like fucking look like Lester from GTA, bro, with them server racks behind me. I'm about to get fucking swatted by the FBI. Trying to think if I want to make this 3-tier, 2-tier network. So I want to add a firewall at the edge. Like this will probably be my main data stuff. Maybe throw a firewall here, throw a server network here, a WAN network here. What else could I add? I don't know if I want to keep it separated like that, or actually, yeah, no, this will be fine. But I do need to connect these 2 to this. Why can't I click this? Hello? 0, 0, 1, 0. And then connect these to this one. Like that to that. And we kind of have a mesh going. Like a partial mesh. Yeah, partial mesh. So. And then I should actually make this an ether channel. Have some redundancy on there. Whole FBI database in your room? Yeah, honestly, for real. But nah, cause I can set up like streaming servers. I can set up like I have this thing called Jellyfin. I don't know, it's not running right now, but like I can download any movie or show I want and stream it to any of my TVs. Kind of like my own ran self-hosted Netflix. It's pretty dope. I just have to keep it updated, and that's the only annoying part is you have to keep it updated with all the new shows and episodes and stuff, and trying to find a way to automate that so I don't have to do it. But I have to like make sure my VPN is on at all times, because if I'm downloading these shows and movies, and I just leave it exposed, then I probably would have the FBI come SWAT my house. And I can set it up too so it has like external access. So if I set up the server and I can set up like different users on it and I can expose it to the internet. So that way, like, if someone wanted to connect to the server and watch whatever movie or show they wanted and they requested it, I could download it and put it on there and you could literally stream it for free. So it's pretty dope, honestly. Yeah, I just nonchalantly admitted to all that. That's okay. They can come get me if they want. They can come get me. What do I want to do here? I don't have any routers. Oh, I do have a router on this. So I'd have to find also debating if I want the distribution switches here to connect to the core up top just through the core, or if I should have them connect to each other. And I actually don't know if I can use let's do HSRP. I don't know if I can do this if these two aren't connected together, to be honest. Yeah, see, they have to be connected. So yeah, they have to be connected because these are gonna be essentially the routers for the lower level switches. And then I could throw maybe like boom, boom. So that route to that, and then boom. And then this will be the main core that sends out to all the other networks. But ideally, I want this to be a firewall. I just don't have the image for it on this program yet. And last time I got one, it took so long to find it. I never saved it. But I could start with these. Just turn them on and hoping that. Let's get rid of these. I just hope my server doesn't shit the bed here, because I'm about to see this spike up like crazy. Oh, they're all booting up. Oh, I crashed it. I fucking knew it. I should do it one by one. No way. No way. That just happened. I have to do 3 at once, and then the other 3 when I'm ready to turn them on. That's crazy. I hope it saved my project at least. Move this cup real quick. Yeah, really? I don't think. Well, actually, we don't need it to save. We'll just start from scratch. So I gotta reconnect everything. Actually, we'll change those things to switch 1. Change the symbol to switch. Wait, this is actually kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. We'll go with the blue one. Duplicate. Duplicate. Yeah, I'm gonna try to just turn them on 3 at once because it looks like it was able to handle 3 at once. Alright, perfect. Yeah, you can see my freaking CPU already at 70%. So I could build out this network however I want it. And then I could just implement the MSCP stuff into it and kind of implement what I learned. So start load balancing and all that stuff. I should have gave this virtual machine some more CPU and RAM, to be honest. So I actually don't know if it's going to be able to handle all 6 of those devices and more when I add more. See where this is at. We're still booting, so we'll wait. Alright, this is done. Alright, we got all 3 running at 8%. So I think we're pretty safe to add 3 more and turn them on. Let's see though. Oh, I can't while they're off. GG. It's alright. We'll just make this that. Change the host name to where we at switch 3. Actually, or switch 4, yeah. Duplicate that. Duplicate that. And we'll add the connections after they're all on. So I don't want to waste my time doing that and it crashes. Alright, so that's turning on those 3. So you can see the spike. I'll console into this one, see when it finishes. Wait, the fact that I'm getting errors on this and it's still booting is crazy. So we'll see if it actually works. It comes up. I hate troubleshooting in software, bro. It is the worst software to troubleshoot. just nice when it works. Because it's all Linux and Python. That's all it is. It's a bitch to fucking make it work when it's not working. I guess while I wait for that, I can kind of figure out what I want to do with this. D1 and D2 routing access layer. We'll do, let me see. There are 2 VLANs. And we'll spread them out. Because do I want to do 2? Or do I want to do more? We'll start with 2, and I'll split them up. Like maybe 2 and 6 can run one VLAN, and 3 and 5 can run the other VLAN. For now. We'll do VLAN, I don't know, VLAN 10, VLAN 20. We'll make this one 10.0.20, 10.0/24. And then we'll make this one 10.0.20.0/24. Just simple small networks, 200 devices. And then we'll do HSRP with switch 1 being the primary. What else we want to put on here? MSTP with VLAN 10 on instance 1 and VLAN 20 on instance 2. So we get the automatic load balancing. What else? We'll do either channel between switch 1 and switch 4. And then what else do we want to do? Switch 1, switch 4 are gonna handle routing. I'll probably do, I could do, let's do OSPF routing. Do area 0 with both networks on it. Because it's not gonna make a lot of sense for OSPF with this small of a network, but once we add the server network and then we add whatever else we want to add. I'm trying to think what other networks I could add on here. Server ones make sense. If I connect it to my physical network, that I guess would make sense too. But I don't know if I want to do that and expose this network to the outside. The area 0, I don't need route redistribution. We need DHCP, so I'm gonna need a server for that. I could use a switch for now. That's one thing I have to figure out is with HSRP how the DHCP is gonna be handled. Or I could do a standalone server, but I have to get a whole server for that. I'm just gonna put DHCP on it so I remember to configure that. We'll skip port security. We'll do I think I can do VoIP on this, so I might want to do a VoIP network eventually. Maybe I'll set that up, and then if I can figure out how to import some VoIP appliances on here, I'll do that. I'll just get the network ready for it. We'll name these. Oh, I can do the. Well, no, I won't need to do the server VLAN because that's going to be a separate layer 3 network. What else can I do? Let me see. What else can I add to this? It's gonna be a lot of layer 2 stuff. VTP. I'll do VTP again for sure. So I don't have to make all those VLANs across every switch. I could also do DTP between the distribution switches and the access layer switches. What else can I do? Quality of service is not going to really matter unless I get the VoIP stuff in there. That's pretty much it from this end. So let me save that over there. Make this smaller. And move this over. They should all be up and running now. Let me see. 30%, that's not bad. Switch 5, are we on? Yeah, perfect. Let me just close these real quick. I'll get them up in order. Switch 2, switch 3, switch 4, switch 5, switch 6, switch 1. And then we'll do default gateways as .1. What else? We can start. Now we'll leave the DHCP addresses as is. What else? Yeah, we'll do .1 for gateways. I already have PCs on here that I can run. So it's perfect. Alright, yeah, we can just start with that. What I'm gonna do is probably honestly just do all this here first. I can do VLAN 10, VLAN 20. I don't have to change each number. I might as well just do it on the switch directly. Then we could do VLAN 10, VLAN 20. Oh, I need names for these. Let's do name, data, or we can do office A and dash. Name office B dash, and then this one will just be our VoIP one. Do VoIP, and hopefully I can find some VoIP devices for that. So we go back to VLAN 10 name. Oh my God, hold on. Let's not do that real quick. Let's do BTB domain. Do CCNP again. BTP password. Cisco interface hello0 IP address. 1.1.1. 255. And we'll end there because then we already have the VLANs. We'll just distribute all of those. Maybe just give them the name and stuff while we're here. Name office A. VLAN 20 name office B, VLAN 30 name VoIP. And we'll end it there. We'll propagate these out to the other ones before we move on. Just name these. Switch to VTP domain CCNP VTP password Cisco interface LO0. What are we on switch to? Actually, doing these loopbacks is going to help big time when I do run the OSPF, because OSPF also needs at least an interface configured. So I guess it would on the VLANs, but I'd rather use the loopback addresses because those never go down. So That way, when we have interfaces go down, if we have interfaces go down, the OSPF isn't constantly having to readjust itself. Host name switch 3 BTP domain. Oh, this is lagging bad. BTP domain CCNP BTP password Cisco, and then interface hello0 IP address. Does Cisco not encrypt the BTP password? Is that what we're doing? That would be crazy. It doesn't even show my config. Doesn't, or at least we know it doesn't show the password in plain text. But I would at least thought it would have showed something that I enabled VTP. Well, at least actually it won't show because VTP is enabled by default. If I disabled it, it would show. It's not going to show what isn't already. If I change the version, it might show it, but I don't want to do that. There's no point. Like, it's not that complicated a protocol to be doing that. So VTP domain CMP VTP password Cisco interface hello0 IP address. We'll end that. Let me see if we're even getting the VLANs. We're not getting the VLANs yet, so I missed something on here. I didn't set this as VTP server. VTP mode server. Oh, it is already a server. Hello. CCNP pruning is not configuration last modified, so it's doing something. See if I can figure out what it's not doing here. Shouldn't see. Got it. I don't think. Actually, let me see. VV status. VLAN brief. I'm gonna give it a second. We should have a loopback configured. We have a domain configured. We have a password configured. Show CDP nay. We don't even have CDP neighbors because my dumbass forgot to connect them. And we need trunk ports. So I gotta figure out what I want to use for trunk ports. Let's do. We'll just use random one. Who gives a fuck? We'll just figure out what's what. And then let's do 02, 00, 03, 01. Oh, it's gonna be a fucking nightmare configuring. 00. And then we need these to go over here too. I'm gonna leave these off. Honestly, I'll have the VLANs just go through the trunk link here and send them out this way. We just not as redundant as we'd like it, but I don't don't want to deal with that right now. Yeah, we'll start here. Let's get all these links to trunk. And then I have to get the switch 1, switch 4 connections into an ether channel. So, start switch 1. Damn, that was fast. All right. Config T, we do int range G00 through 3. Now we'll set them to trunks. And then we'll end it there. Save it real quick. And we're lagging hard on this. Show int trunk. Alright, so all trunking, all the VLANs are trunking. Does this show? Alright, it doesn't show the VTP. This doesn't really give you much either about which VLANs participate in VTP, because I could technically block certain VLANs from accessing or propagating on the VTP link, but we're not going to do that for this network. So we just need all the switches. We're going to just run the same VLANs. Then we'll just kind of separate computers at different switches. So, let's do CDP nay. Support mode trunk. Alright, so they're already, that's good. So the VLAN's already coming in automatically. Perfect. So we know the trunk's working. Perfect. Ah, damn. This should be the other one that has, yeah, the multiple ones. I need to have that update. CDP. It's not registering some of the switches. Hostname yet. Let's do LDP. CDP run. Alright, it's gonna take fucking like 5 minutes to update. But they're all trunk links anyway, I guess. So int range 00 through 3. Support trunk encapsulation .1q. Support mode trunk. I actually didn't set these to client, so they must have just automatically went to client once it picked up the domain. That is good to know. Oh, did I set the name to this? Yeah. In 3. Switch 5. Show CDP nay. Support trunk encapsulation .1q. Switch port mode trunk. Yeah, I need to save this whole lab because I don't want to do this again. All these trunking. Oh, no, I don't want that. I want LO0. And we'll give these a minute to come in. I must have set them then. VTP mode client. Oh, okay. I do have to set them manually. That's stupid. Switch 6. Trunk, VTP, domain, CCNP, VTP password, Cisco, VTP mode, client, interface LO0, IP address. Alright, there they all are. That's all 6 switches. And then switch 1 and 4, I need there. So 2 and 3. Let's see. I haven't done this in a while. Nope. It should be channel group mode. Enable LCP auto on this interface. Channel group number. Gonna do auto here, but I don't know why it's not. There should be a channel group mode that I can adjust it to, and it should have the. This image I don't think has the ability to differentiate between LACP and PAGP, because they should have the option for both. But we'll use the auto option because they'll form a link, because it can only support one protocol, so it's only gonna know to use that one protocol, which is actually strange because Cisco developed PAGP. Switch 1. Yeah, group auto. Yeah, I'm curious to see if this is gonna form the channel group. Oh, see, it hasn't. Let's do int range 00 again. Oh, you have to tell it? So that doesn't seem right. Typically, you don't have to tell it what protocol to use. You give it certain keywords and it knows which protocol to use. Like LACP should be channel group mode. Let me see. Desirable and auto. And LACP uses 2 different names for it, active and passive. So yeah, modern switches, catalyst switches, I don't know why this image doesn't do it. If you define the channel group mode as active and passive, it knows to use LACP. If you use desirable or auto, it knows to use PAGP. But this one you have to tell it. But they're both on LACP, which is fine because that's an open standard between all vendors. PAGP is just Cisco, but I just needed to actually form that channel group. And this one's a little bit different. Can you believe this chat clip that? Encapsulation.1q, ether channel summary, show ether channel 1 port channel. We want the LACP. Channel group 1 mode on. So we have to turn it on. Let's try that. Fig T int range. Tom, can you stop clicking shit? Int range 01. Channel group 1 mode. There we go. Okay. So there's the options I was looking for. So desirable, auto, and passive. So we can do on, which should do it automatically. There's different combinations too. So if you do an active port against a passive port, it'll form it. Obviously, if you do active on an active port, it'll form it. But if you do passive on passive, it won't. And same thing with, it's the same thing for PAGP. Auto and desirable. Desirable is just a passive version for that protocol, and auto is just the active version of that. So if you do auto to desirable, it'll do it. If you do auto to auto, it'll do it. But if you do desirable to desirable, it won't do it. So I'll probably just do active for all of them, because perfect. Yeah, so it's going to take them down until I make switch ones either active or passive. Yeah, it actually tells us, so the port was suspended because LACP is not enabled on the remote port. So it's referring to the switch 1 ports that don't have it enabled. And it just disappeared on my CDP because it's disabled. So let's see what the port numbers are. Looks like, the fuck is that? 2 and 3. So we need int range G02-3. Channel group mode, or channel group 1. The number does have to match the channel group number. You can't have a mismatching, or obviously it won't connect to the other one. So let's do mode active. So to create the port channel for us, and that channel should come back up. Yep, so we see port channel 1 came up, and then we now, I believe, have to make the port channel trunk port, because now it's like a virtual port. I don't know if it knows to automatically trunk. Actually does. All right, perfect. So that works. As long as both of the physical ports are trunking, then port 1 or port channel 1 will automatically trunk. So that's cool. It ran into situations where different vendors use different names for this, and it gets confusing because I think Avaya uses multi-link trunk as part of their ether channel name, but that gets confusing for engineers because a trunk is typically just a link that carries multiple VLANs on it, whether they're grouped together or not. So the terminology gets all fucked up. I forget what they call. They call trunking in other vendors. That's not Cisco. It's just a tagged port because it tags all the VLANs on that port. So, yeah. But they all use the same LACP, PAGP protocols to bond them. So, it gets a little convoluted. Am I right, chat? Am I right, Nelly? And then let's do... Alright, so we have all VLANs configured. We have the trunks configured between each one. So we need to do... There's no routing yet between the VLANs. Yeah, because we only have the loop packs configured. Thank you, Nelly. Thank you. So, other thing is, do I want to configure the routes first, or do I want to configure the HSRP first? That's the real question. That's another thing I could load balance traffic with, is I can set HSRP on both switches and have one VLAN route to one of the distribution switches and the other VLAN route to the other. But then each other switch would be the backup. So it's not active load balancing, but if a link goes down, it can use the other one. So, but, which I guess in this case I should connect the access switches to the other distribution switch, because it makes no sense to have HSRP and have one side of switches have to run through the top distribution switch to get to the other, because if HSRP is online and then switch 4 goes down and it's looking for the backup router, then it's not going to be able to reach this router. So I definitely have to create a partial mesh to make that happen. So which means more trunk links. Alright, so let's see what we got. Oh, what the fuck did I just do? Let me do the routes first, so I guess it won't matter whatever gateway it's using. And we won't do OSPF yet, because these are directly connected switches, so we're not going to need OSPF. We'll use that for when we do the server network, and there's our actual router in between connecting the networks. Alright, Tom, stop clicking shit. So let's see. Let's make so switch 1. I gotta go back to the notes here. Switch 1 is gonna have to be .1 for all of them, and then switch 2 is gonna be .2 for all the networks, and then, or we'll do .2 and 3, because then when we do the HSRP, the virtual router will be .1, and then we can tell DHCP to give all the computers .1, and then whatever the active router is, which will be probably .3, will handle all the routing. So. Alright, so let me see. Here we'll do big T, do int VLAN 10, give it an IP address of 10.0.10. We'll do .2 for this one. Turn it on. Actually, it's going to stay down until I add devices to it, which is fine. So, switch 4. Alright, let's just do all the VLANs over here. Int VLAN 20 IP address 10.0.20.2 5.0, no shut. I saw the L1 come up, actually. Alright, so it does come up. So we'll do interface VLAN 30 IP address 10.0.30.2 and no shut. When we do shell IP in brief, we should see all those IP addresses assigned. Perfect. So do the same on switch 4 with the backup route address. So IP address 10.0.10.3 No shot. In VLAN 20 IP address 10.0.20.3. No shot. Then we'll do int VLAN 30. This IP address 10.0.30.3. No shot. We'll end that. Make sure that all applied. Perfect. Cool. So just makes things easier having a .1 as default gateway. It's what most engineers expect. So if somebody's troubleshooting, it'll be a lot easier. So could use a different number, throw hacker off. He's gonna expect .1, but that's okay. Let's see. Got those. It should add the direct routes automatically. So I actually wonder if I can ping .3. Okay, yeah, so I can already ping. So that's why we're not going to use OSPF, because they're directly connected. So, and they're VLAN interfaces, so they're already going to have directly connected routes because they're on the same network. So I'd have to separate and add more networks on the other side, but that's okay because, like I said, we'll do OSPF routing for the external networks, like the servers, and maybe we'll add like just another random VLAN somewhere else. So, all right. Let me see what we want to do here. We got the Ether channel link running. We had to figure out the HSRP. I have not configured HSRP in probably like 3 years. So, and I know I can use VRRP or HSRP, and HSRP is a Cisco one. So I gotta figure out what the command is for that. Oh, there's not a lot on here. Do I have to do it in just global mode? What do I get for this? There's our DHCP. What about, we don't want host routing. Wait, this would be sick if I can enable HTTP configuration on this. That would be some advanced shit. I didn't think this image would be able to do that, to be honest. Let me think. I wonder if the book has it. I know the Cisco white pages would. But HSRP. So I don't think I have to give it the actual, yeah, the protocol name. I just give it standby. That one is the group number. So it's off of group numbers. Group number has to be the same, obviously, on both. So group number and the standby IP have to be the same. So that's perfect because we reserved .1 for both of those. So that works out. So I don't have to reconfigure the VLAN interfaces. So we do standby 1, HSRP BFD. Enable HSRP BFD on all interfaces. What does this give us? No, that's not what I want. Let's do VLAN 10. And we want standby. There we go. We give it the group name first. Let's see. Yep, group number. then we should be able to give it the IP address. So we'll give it 10.0.10.1. And then we'll do the same for the other VLAN standby. One IP. Technically, it could use the same group number for different VLANs. I'm going to do that. Because they're separate VLANs, separate gateways, so I should be able to give it. Make this IP address a secondary virtual IP address. No, we don't want to do that. And then let's do int VLAN 30 standby 1 IP 10.0.30.1 and show. I have to figure out the verification command for it. So the problem with networking is if you don't practice it enough, you're not going to remember the commands. But it's good that like protocols like STP, HSRP, and VLANing, like it's all easy enough to where you don't have to really get too in depth. It's when you run into like OSPF and kind of layer 3 protocols where you have to really kind of plan out and make sure that you understand exactly, or kind of go in depth for any like load balancing and routes and stuff. So we're gonna do the same thing on switch 4. We'll do int VLAN 10. Do standby 1 IP 10.0.10.1. And then int VLAN 20 is going to be standby 1 IP 10.0.20.1. Int VLAN 30 standby 1 IP 10.0.30.1. So, and then we'll leave it at that. So we can see that it's already active. So it's telling us it's already active, so it's good. And then, so technically now our gateway that we want to use .1. We just need to tell each device that you're going to want to use .1 to route any traffic. So if we use DHCP, we can do that automatically. So we can actually start probably adding some PCs here. And we'll start them all individually because I don't know how much processing power it's going to need to actually start them. But if I remember correctly, these are actually running. Yeah, these are just all terminal, so there's no actual interface to them. So you can easily just, they don't need a lot of resources. So just figure out now, before we do that, we need to assign them VLANs. So I'm thinking 10, 20, 10, 20. So, because this can ultimately represent anything. You could represent multiple floors in a building. So you're not necessarily going to have all devices on one VLAN on one side and the other. This is all logical. The physical actual connection. So this could be completely one floor to another floor. You wouldn't typically have this building to building, but you could. So these were fiber links or whatever else it might be. So we'll do one, and then we'll just do them all on one just to keep it easy. Hopefully they're all open on one, so we'll use one. So then we can do PC1, no, we're on PC4. So we need to assign the ports first to their VLANs before we do anything on the PCs. And then also configure the DHCP. So let's see. We'll throw, I could split the DHCP, but now we'll throw the DHCP all on switch 1. Just make it centralized. Do Office A, And then, let's see what we want here. Configure reserved address. Subnet network. Yeah, that's what we want. Network 10.0.10.0. Oh, I can do notation. Make it easier. I'll do network 10.0.20.0/24. And then network 10.0.30.0/24. Let's do n show IP DHCP. Oh, I should have named that something else. So Office A. Yeah, each pool is only going to do one range. So I fucked that up. So Office A was the 10.0 IPDCP pool. Office A would be network 10.0.10.0/24. And then we would have another pool for Office B, which would be network 10.0.20.0/24. And then we'd have our VoIP pool. So it would be IPTCP pool network 10.0.30.0/24. So then we can end it there. Show IPDHCP pool. And so there's our ranges. So this one has 0 subnets because there's no, it's only going to show us the range if there's an active interface on that subnet. There's no active interface on this one yet because technically there's .1, but it's a virtual interface, so it's not like an active physical interface. However, when we add devices, computers, we should see that and give us the range to Office A. Unless I didn't assign it. It could also be very possible. Yeah, no. Oh no, we have the 10.2. So we got to go back and figure out why this one isn't taking that address. So, oh, I never applied. So I mistyped. IPDCP pool Office A network 10.0.10.0/24. Alright, let's see if we got a range now. There we go. Alright, there's our range. Alright, so I did a little typo. I forgot the word pool. So all our ranges are set up. So we need to now, don't need to change any access ports here. We need on 3 and 2. We need to change 0.1 switch port mode access, and then this one's going to be on VLAN 10. And then we got to do yeah, so I put that one on 10. So that's alright, I'll swap them. I'll do this one on 20. So switch 3. Enable config T interface G01 switch port mode access switch port access VLAN 20. And then we want, move this out of the way. On switch 5 we want to do config T interface G01 switch port mode access switch port access VLAN. What do we swap them? So it's gonna be 20. And then switch 6, we're gonna do enable config T interface G01 switch port mode access. Can't type. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 10. And we should see, let's go on 4. See if we pull an address. Let's do IP DHCP again. We're getting stuck on the discover phase, so. Just want to make sure. Where are we on switch 6? Show VLAN brief. G01. Show int trunk. G00 is trunking. And then switch 4. We need to make sure. Show int. So switch 4 became the standby router, which is good because we want to switch 1 as the main one. Show in trunk, which is port 3, 10, 20, 30. So let me see if these are going to pick one up or not. I might have to configure relay. I didn't think I needed to. EC1 IPDHCP. Now we'll just take a look at our DT. Oh, all right. So this did configure one. Okay. So what did it actually give us? Show IP. Perfect. So it did give us one 10.0.20.4 DHCP server 10.0.20.2, which is good. We need it to pull the gateway though, so we're not pulling gateway here. And then let's see if this one will find it. All right, so it did find it. All right, so just needed a second. Cool. So I didn't realize it'd take that long for DHCP to kick in. I don't know, because a relay you only use if it's on a separate network, but the DHCP server, it's all layer 2. It's not crossing any layer 3 boundaries. So then we can do show IP. So we're not pulling a gateway because I didn't actually define a gateway on the DHCP pools, which we need to do. So config T again, IP DHCP pool office A, default router, perfect, 10.0.10.1. Let's see how this works with HSRP. See if it'll automatically pick it up. EP pool, VoIP, default router, 10.0.30.1. Oh, I didn't do HSRP for that last VLAN, did I? Oh, no, okay, I did. Perfect. Alright, so let's do IPTCP. Let's just do VoIP. I don't know if this is going to show me the default router, to be honest. But we'll try to pull another address. This one might take a little longer. This was the one that took a little while. Alright, I already picked up the gateway, so that's good. So, cool. So we got 10.0.10.1. And then if we ping, let's do 10.0.20. Well, let's see what we need. So 20.4. So we should be able to ping 20.4 maybe. So if we can't ping it, we got to look at our routes then. So we'll see which switch isn't routing. Can we ping? All right, we can ping our gateway. So we know it's at least hitting switch 1. Because that should be the active router here. So let me see what we got for routes. So IP route. So we do have the directly connected routes, VN 20, 30. Let's check. Switch 4 in case it didn't make that. Okay, no, all the routes are in there. So let's try. What does this have? 20.4. Oh, you know what? We need this to pick up the gateway before we're gonna be able to ping it. Yep. We just have to run the refresh on the DHCP. There we go. All right. Yeah, if one side has a gateway configured, it knows how to get out to those other networks. But if the other gateway doesn't, you're not going to see a response for it because that other side doesn't know how to get out of its own network. So, perfect. All right, so we got them pinging. So we need PC4, PC1. We need 2 and 3 to just grab some addresses for us. Perfect. You gotta make sure it grabs a gateway on each one. And we got gateways. Perfect. So as we stand now, we have PC1 and PC3 on the same layer 2 network. PC2, PC4 on a different layer 2 network. But we can route between each of the PCs. So they can all communicate to each other right now, which is what we wanted. So perfect. I'll probably end it there, honestly. And the next time I can add a router here, another multi-layer switch, or maybe that FortiGate. Probably figure that out off stream. Add a FortiGate. And then that way we can reach out to external networks. Start getting dynamic routing configured. And go from there. Maybe put some ACLs in. But, so. Nelly, if you're still here, thank you for watching. On the come up, taking Kai Sanat's place in the streaming world. I'll let you know if I get COD, so we could run some COD. But I do have to save all this, which is going to take mad long. Actually, I might just save this and just fucking say fucking keep going, honestly. Because then if I set up the OSPF and all that stuff now, I can open it up to so many more labs. Oh, and I didn't do MSTP, hold up. But I only have 2 VLANs, so honestly, we'll see what it's doing right now. And we don't have redundant links, actually. So, I'd have to tie them all in together. I'll tie them all in together. So that way we have the full effect of HSRP actually working if a link goes down between, or if a switch goes down between switch 1 and switch 4. So we'll use 1, 0 for all of them, just to make it easy. No, I can't use it on there. Alright, fuck it. Turn these off real quick. And then we'll do perfect. Alright, so that gives us actual redundancy. So one switch goes down, it'll hop up to the next one, use that as the router, and that way the switches can still communicate with each other. So whether it's from a layer 2 or a layer 3 perspective. So, but you could add more redundancy, you know, because PC2 is only on switch 2, but you don't really want to do that because you'd have to have multiple interfaces on one computer, which is pretty uncommon. And then we typically want to leave the access layer switches just separated from each other. We don't need the extra overhead traffic because they're already on each distribution switch. So, we need to do the trunks on these. Just gonna close that. So it's gonna be gig 11. Yeah. We won't see that yet until we. So we want to do it on switch. Wait, which one did I just add? Oh, switch 5 and switch 6. So there should be another one that came up. 1, 0 and 1, 1. Alright, perfect. We do .1Q and switch port mode trunk. So and there, show in trunk should have 1, 0, 1, 1, the other 2 physical ones, and then the 1 virtual one. So perfect. And then we'll do switch 2 and switch 3, which is going to be just 1, 0, yeah, because we just added one more on here. So and then switch 3 is going to be also 1, 0. Oh my god, here we go with this stupid shit again. .1Q, switch 4 mode, trunk. So, perfect. And then, what do we do? Switch 1 already? Yeah, so we gotta do switch 4. Which is gonna be 1, 0, and 1, 1. I'll do these in a range, because make it easier. 1, 0 through 1. Switch port trunk encapsulation .1Q, switch port mode trunk. Show in trunk. Alright, perfect. Alright, so now we actually have some redundancy that makes sense, because it's going to actually apply to protocol if something goes down. So, let's see. See if I could find. What's like a good open source firewall? I could just use pfSense. It'd be a lot easier in trying to find a FortiGate image. I'd have to do See if they have a PFSense appliance for GNS3. Holy shit, they do. And it already has stuff. Alright, so we'll do that on this machine. We'll download this. We're gonna need this. Hopefully this will let me import it, because it looks like it might be too big for the VM that I have. Because the VM only has like 20 gigs hard drive space, which I could expand, but I would shut it all down. And then we'll download 272 installer. Oh, here we go. Virtual machines, IPMI. Yeah, you want the ISO. I gotta buy this for $0. You can't just download it. Are you serious? This is crazy. Crazy work. That's actually wild. Are they gonna email me the link to download it for a free download? Oh, preparing your downloads. I just made a purchase of $0. High roller. Alright, so we have all of that. I might have to extract this first. Should be netgate installer, extract to, select. Just open this. You're just gonna wanna. This is annoying. Did it extract it? Open with files. Extracting, ignoring out of order file. I mean, I guess I could just rename this. I don't know why it compressed it to GZ, but we're gonna rename this. See if it'll let us open it like this. Alright, I'm gonna see if GNS takes that, honestly. Alright, let's do file, import appliance, PFSense, open, install local, x64, import this file. It's empty. And then we'll import this file. Should be netgate. So yeah, it's an installer. Why is it giving me an installer though? You can't just. That's actually annoying. Properties. Open with. Easy. Rename that. Let me see if I'll just use OPN sends, honestly. Damn, 3 gigs? File 160.188. Ignoring out of order file at 36C88. There's got to be a PF Sense ISO image I can just download. It's sketchy as hell. There it is. Alright. So we do PF Sense ISO. Should be an archive. Do the ISO image. It's gonna take mad long. What version is this? 260? That'll work. Alright, I'll wait for this to finish. Still here, Nelly? Oh, it's finished already. So let's do 260. Perfect. Let's see, ready to install. Next, yes. Admin PF Sense. Oh, I just realized I'm gonna need a Linux image to access this or something. So it's all web-based. We'd have to get a. Let me see. GNS3. What's the lightest Linux distro? Ubuntu. I might just have to Ubuntu. Damn, a 6 gig file though. Oh man. How else can I do this? I'll start with this one. I need a VMDK file, not a VDI file. Let me see what else they have. See if I can find this Windows image. Of course. Oh, wait. I could use Firefox. Yeah, that would work. Oh, perfect. This will work. As long as it has a network interface on it, that's all I needed to have. That's actually kind of sick. Just virtualizing Firefox. Oh, perfect. EM1. I need a VNC viewer. Which would be, what are we on? Localhost. Could I not set what host I'm using on that? VNC. Remote desktop. Connect. VNC. Localhost. Connect. We're gonna deny that. Oh, it just, wait. Oh no, I didn't need the Firefox. Because pfSense has VNC. I didn't know that. That's good to know. We'll install it. Continue. Auto. Install. Yes. So. Yeah, bro, I'm almost max prestige. I want to play COD so bad, dude. I just don't want to drop $70 on Call of Duty. But maybe I will, Nelly. For you, Nelly, I'll drop $70. Would you actually play tonight if I got it? Because I'll get it right now and start downloading it. We gotta run duos. I tried to get Scoozy to get it, but Scoozy doesn't have anything to play it on. But I would play it. Installation is now finished. Foraging, would you like to open a shell? Yes. Oh, I don't know what I want the network for this to be on. I gotta create a separate VLAN for this. Type exit. Then I'm gonna probably need another switch in between them. Unless PFSense, yeah, no, PFSense let me do VLANs. And I'll just create a VLAN on there. Connect these two to it. But then now that brings up the question is, how I'm gonna extend the HSRP to the firewall. Because that I've never done before. I need to know, computers need to know if switch 1 goes down, they have to route to switch 4 to connect between each other. How are they going to switch over to switches 4 interface to PFSense to switch out or route out to any external networks? That would be the next one. But let me see. I know, I'm about to buy it. I gotta figure out. I have like no space, bro. I can just get rid of the other Modern Warfare though, can't I? I don't need the other Modern Warfare. Look, there's already a fucking update for it. Game settings. There we go. Yeah, I have 2 and 3 installed. So I'm about to uninstall 2. That's already 80. I might just uninstall both, honestly. And Warzone. I haven't played any. Yeah, and then Black Ops 6 is separate. Perfect. I'm gonna do that. Start the update. How is that an update? I'm uninstalling, bro. What is it updating right now? I just removed files. 75 gigs of what? Let me see, is it going down or up? My stream's about to start lagging. Because it's update. Bro, I'm gonna run out of space. Hold on. What's on here? Oh, I can get rid of these 3. It's 50 gigs right there. Oh yeah, it's doing something else because there's no way it's already at 25%. Did you buy it on Steam or Battle.net? Well, it's all. I'm just gonna buy it on Battle.net because I already have all my other ones on there. Shop. Gotta figure this shit out. Okay, guess not. Let me close this. Configure. Network. Advanced. Usage. Console type. None. Apply. I really gotta shut this off to change that. That's so dumb. Bro, I know, because what is it updating? Like, I don't understand. I just removed files, bro. I just paused it. For real. I'll just put a random birthday. 1926. Alright, I'm gonna hide this. I don't need you to steal my credit card info, Nelly. Hey, my card number. Nelly, if this game is ass, I'm blaming you. Yo, really? I enter my shit wrong. Let's see. When the fuck was Cyber Monday? Or when is Cyber Monday? It's so far away, isn't it? Cyber Monday is like a month away. That's great. Like, everybody's gonna be fucking sweat. The people already are probably sweats on the game. Time's wasting, bro. Any skins? Why the fuck isn't this shit? Yo, why is Blizzard calling me broke right now? Oh, it's in the month. It's December 2nd. know, it's Call of Duty, bro. There's sweats like fucking day one on the game. Look at my fucking shit froze, bro. That's crazy. Oh, never mind. Let me see. How about on Steam? If you buy it on Steam, though, doesn't it just go use Blizzard anyway? Let me see. Bro, what do you mean? My KD's gonna be fucking dookie. Cause it's gonna be all sweats. No, I'm actually excited, bro. I'm gonna fucking pop off. What do they? What, they have? Do they have Nuketown right now? They have the Nuketown, right? Yeah, let's get mine on Steam because I like Steam better, to be honest. I hate the fucking Blizzard launcher. It's so annoying. Oh, what did I just do? Yeah, I'm trying to run Nuketown 24/7. I feel like the fastest way I'm gonna level up is just Nuketown and get skins. Got him. It's 96 gigs. I gotta clear out some space. Hold on. I'm about to just fucking do this. Oop. Yeah. 260 gigs. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, I should have it now. It's just listed as Call of Duty. There's no Black Ops 6 to it. Bro, I just cleared out space. Look, 300 gigs. Why is this tweaking right now? There we go. Install. There we go. About to start lagging. I'm gonna pause it for now. I'm gonna just finish this up real quick and I'll do it. It's only gonna take like 30 minutes probably. There's a separate launcher for it. I actually hate Call of Duty for that. I'm not gonna lie. Configure none. Okay. Start. Why is this? Okay, sure. Where are we? VNC. Need RDP. Connect. That's crazy work. So it got denied access to that console. No switch file directory, VNC viewer. This is not gonna let me. Stop. Here, we'll do none. Hit OK. Start it back up. There we go. Hey. Damn, this shit looks boof as hell. This is a whole nother version of Linux. I have no fucking clue how to use this. Like, what? What's the IP address on this? I can't. A. This is crazy. Alright, well, we don't need this, so. Yeah, I gotta fucking figure this shit out. I think I'll just run one for now. 1, 2 on EM0. And then go back on switch 1. We'll make VLAN just, we'll do 100 name, PF sense firewall. Give it an address of 10.0.100.1. It's a direct link to link. We could do what is it, like a slash? Probably, I gotta remember this shit. I think it's a /30. Yeah. So it's a what? 252. 252. Oh. And then if we do close this. Let me see. We gotta go on here. Admin PF sense. Damn, this is gonna be hard as hell to configure. Let's hit next. Next. Yeah, hostname PF sense. Not gonna have a WAN interface because there's no internet on this, so the LAN IP address we're gonna want to do I'm gonna keep that like that, to be honest. So we'll save that as a management interface.
and if we need to just connect quickly with the Firefox device. Alright. Let me see where I was here. Can't do the update because there's no internet connection. Accept. Close. I gotta figure out PF Sense because I haven't done this in so long. And the fact that I can't. Oh, control panel. Here we go. What the fuck is this? Network wallpaper. I can't make this bigger. Okay. Interfaces, assignments, available network ports. I think I'm on. What am I on, real quick? EM0. So I think EM0 is a WAN. We're gonna move that to just a random. We'll leave the WAN interface. Save this. Let's see what we get. Let me see. Yeah, I keep fucking forgetting. EM0. Which is, we're gonna add EM0. Opt1. OPT1. We'll save that. VLANs. Add this EM0 VLAN to VLAN 100. To trunk link to switch 1. Also just realized I'm probably gonna have to make the switch 1 interface an access port. Should be config T interface. Do show CDP nay. We're not gonna get it because it's not a Cisco device. Cisco do LDP? Oh, that's annoying. It's alright. G1, 2 is interface. Do switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 100. And we'll end it there. And alright, so then we want to do IP route 0.0.0.0. Oops. Config T IP route 0.0.0.0.0. So I can do an interface, which I've never had good luck with, honestly. Yeah, I'll do the forwarding address. Because we'll make this 10.0.100.2. Yeah, because that's 100.1. So, there. Then we just have to configure this. Interfaces. OPT1. Enable the interface. IPv4. And then we'll make that 10.0.100.2. And then this has got to be a /20. Let's do 52 /28. I just had it up. /30. /30. IP upstream gateway, none. It's not an internet connection. So we'll hit save and apply changes. Technically, I should be able to ping from a PC to that gateway. Show IP route. Let's see if it's active. Alright, it is active. The route is active at least. So this is telling it for any traffic that isn't any of this stuff, if it doesn't know the traffic, to send it to this port or this router, which is here. And then we'll add more routes here that says, well, if you're trying to get to this network, go here, blah, blah, blah. So that'll happen when we add in the server network. So, but for now we can do console. And then if we do ping, let's do 10.0.100.2. So, oh, it's unreachable. And we're getting that from 10.0.10.3. Which is interesting because we do show IP. Can I ping 10.0.10.1? I can. I ping 10.0.100.1. ICP MP type 3 code 1. Destination host unreachable. Oh, I'm pretty sure switch 4 is. So it's getting that from switch 4. So I need to have both connections. I need to have these both plugged in. Because, yeah, otherwise it breaks the HSRP. This is EN2. This is gig 1, 2. Switch 4. T interface gig 1-2. Should already have the VLAN. Yeah. So then we could do interface gig 1, 2 switch port mode access. And then switch port access VLAN 100. We'll end it there. And we got to configure this side too. So we're going to need to now go to interfaces, assignments, EM2. We'll add that. Save. And then we'll go here. Interfaces. PT2. We'll enable it. And then we're going to give it. We need to give it an address of 10.0.100.3. 3 shouldn't be in use. Hit save. And then yeah, so maybe I don't need that other interface. Let me see if I can go on PC4 again. Or PC2. No, so I'm not right here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use HSRP with just having a VLAN to the firewall. I might have to do routed interfaces. Error 220. What the fuck is the error 220?